Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I am pleased to announce and share that the Smurfette electric guitar build is in the drawing phase. Wow, that's going to be so cool. And I really haven't decided what I want to do as far as a pickup goes. I can go with a single quad rail, regular humbucker pickup, and then a covered humbucker pickup. Chrome. Not really sure. Input jack would probably be at the bottom of her foot. I'm probably going to go with the coil split because these two have coil split. This one doesn't, so I might elect to go with the coil split. This is the exact, I've got this neck is actually for Tails guitar, but I have 5 more in boxes that are exactly the same. So just wanted to show you. It looks pretty cool. And of course the colors are going to be exactly like there, like my rendering. So that's going to be pretty neat. So this is going to be a fun one. And I think it's somewhat of a smaller body like the Yoda guitar was. So I think this is going to be really cool. Alright, I'll probably start on this one here. Put this one in the queue to get going. And pretty much have all the parts now. So when the other guitars are being, that I'm waiting for paint to dry, I could always start working on this one. And then Ninja Warrior 6 and 7, of course. And then there's the Marge Simpson guitar. I'll be starting that pretty soon as well. So, alright. Hope everybody's having a good weekend again. And we will see you soon. This will be another epic guitar build. And as far as the Smurf genre, we can always do Papa Smurf, Gargamel, Azrael, all the different Smurfs. There's so many possibilities, but I've always been fond of Smurfette growing up. She was always my favorite, even though she had that weird voice in the cartoon. But alright, and we will see you soon. Good morning, everybody. It is May 3rd, 2023, and it's time to continue work on the Smurfette electric guitar build. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the cutout and then figure out the wood situation, and I'll see you when I cut this out. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, got the shape cut out. Looks pretty cool. Alright, let me go outside and configure the wood situation. Alright, got me 2 suitable pieces of wood I got from scrap. So I'm going to go ahead and trace out where I want the shape. And it's going to be close on that edge. Wow. And then go ahead and put some screws to temporarily fasten these 2 pieces together. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, got my 2 pieces fastened together. Looks pretty awesome. Looks pretty cool so far. Alright, so let me get the pattern shape traced out and then get ready for the scroll saw and cut it out. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, got the shape traced out. Let me get the scroll saw queued up and cut it out, and we'll see and get that done. Alright, got the shape cut out. Looks pretty cool. And I got some body filler, and I filled in any imperfections and the joining of the wood. So it looks pretty cool. And I put it in the sitting position, and it's pretty cool. You got a knee here and a knee there. So I'm thinking the input jack is going to be like right there. The neck and then the bridge. And I like the fact that it's really kind of a small body. It's really cool. So, alright, so we figure out the next step and we'll see in a little bit. I got my fresh cut piece of carbon paper. I'm going to go ahead and trace out the pattern on the front of the body, and I'll see you when you get that done. Alright, got the pattern traced out, and that is very cool. That is that's awesome. I love that shape. Especially with the blue that's going to be your skin. Oh wow, that's going to be really cool. And of course I'll trace out the reverse image on the back, which shouldn't be too hard, just the hair mostly, so it'll look pretty cool. Alright, so let me get the neck out and then detach the 2 pieces, and then we'll cut out the neck pocket, and then we'll see how that goes. And then install where the bridge is going to go. Well, install the neck first, and then reattach, and then install where the bridge is going to go. Alright, let's see. Alright, got the neck pocket dialed in exactly where I want to cut it out. It looks really killer. Alright, so let me trace it out. Let me separate the 2 layers. First trace out where exactly the pocket is, and then trace out the trace the pocket and then separate it, and then we'll cut out the neck pocket. Alright, let's see in a little bit. Alright, cut out the neck pocket perfectly. It looks pretty sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and install the neck. Let me install the neck and see where we are. Looks pretty awesome though so far. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, installed the neck and it looks very cool. Very cool indeed. The Smurfette electric guitar is born. That looks cool. And I think I elected, and I checked sitting in the lap, and one knee goes here and the other knee goes here, so input jack will be like right there. But yeah, it balances well. Looks very cool. Another very unique, interesting shape. That is cool though. I really dig that. Alright, next I'm gonna get the string, do the string test, get the bridge up there, and it does look very cool. And let me turn the camera and show you where it sits in your lap. Let's see if I can see this. I can't really see the reflection because the sun is so bright, but that's basically where it sits. Let's see if I can somehow see what I'm pointing at. Yeah, I think that should be good where it's at there. But yeah, it sits right in the knee right there. The bridge is going to be right here, and your arm feels very comfortable. If you're able to see this, I can't even see the screen because it's so bright. But yeah, the bridge is going to be right there. So yeah, you have complete access to the higher frets, and that looks very cool. But yeah, right there is basically where it's going to sit. So that's cool. Input jack right there. So very cool, very unique shape. Yeah, get to those higher frets. And I like to go with a single coil, but I'll show you more. It's a single coil, but it's a humbucker, single space humbucker, which is really cool. It's going to be white, and I'll show you that. But all right, let me turn the camera back around. All right, got the bridge exactly where it needs to be. I did a string test, and the intonation is perfect. So we are good to go. Let me go ahead and install the bridge, countersink for the screws, and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, installed the bridge and intonated, the intonation line is perfect. I did a string test, so that's pretty awesome. Alright, so let me get out the pickup. The pickup I'm going to use, like I had said earlier, I'm going with a single coil, or the dual. It's a humbucker, but it's in a single coil spacing. And this is coil splittable. Let me show you. I don't want to hurt the pickup. I see the lines. That's a split coil. So I'm going to install it right. We'll figure out the spacing. And we're going to do a coil split on this, and it's going to be cool. I think because it's such a narrow body this way that I think a single coil look cool. And plus the white matches with the white bits of the hat, and you know, I think the shoes are white as well. The dress is white. So alright, so let me figure out exactly where the pickup's going to go, and I'll be right back. Alright, figured it out. I drew where I'm going to cut out for the pickup, and I decided I'm going to put the push-pull pot right there. So I'm going to go ahead and drill through both pieces, then dismantle everything, and then cut out for the pickup cavity. Alright, we'll see all that. Alright, perfect cutout for the pickup cavity. Looks pretty awesome. Sorry. So we are good to go. I'll probably fasten these two together, and then that'll probably be the end of progress for today. I might do another video when I got it inside. But yeah, got a lot done today so far. But yeah, getting later in the day, so getting a little tired. So alright. So this concludes progress today on the Smurfette electric guitar build. Looking pretty cool. And we'll see it in a little bit. Alright, fasten two pieces back together. Actually, I did one more thing. I drilled the opening for the ground wire, and it comes in just a hair above where the wire from the pickup will be, because I don't want to interfere with that. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And then the output will probably be here, and I'll do the wiring and all that next time. So alright, looking pretty cool, and hope everybody's having a good middle of the week, and we'll see you soon. And for the neck, I did shim a little bit, but I'll fill all that in so it makes perfect contacts. That way we got the perfect intonation on the bridge. But alright, and we'll see you soon. Good morning. Time to work again on the Smurfette electric guitar. here in this beautiful day in Central Florida. It's in the 60s. It feels nice. All right, so the plan for today, continue work, channel out for the electronics, cut out for the pedometer and the input jack, like right there, I do believe the input jack's gonna be. Is that where I figured out? Yeah, right in the foot there. So that'll be perfect, lined up. So I get all that done today. Maybe glue these once I get that perfect. Glue these pieces together. Cut out for the access panel plate in the back, and then possibly create a countersunk or a flush access panel plate cover, and then get all that together, and then do some body filler on the sides and prep it for full-on string test. But we'll have to get all the fret work done and everything like that. So let me go ahead and knock this out, and I'll see when I get some progress done. Figure out the wiring from the pickup to the pedometer, the push-pull pot, and then to the input jack. Pretty simple, straightforward. So let me get the Dremel tool out and carve this out, and we'll see in a bit. Alright, got all the wiring completed. It's pretty simple. From the pickup to the push-pull pot to the input jack, and then I cut out for the access panel plate on the back piece. So we are good to go. So we are good. Input jack. So we can go ahead and glue both pieces together. I'll see when I get that done. All right, we get glued together one solid piece. Looks pretty good. I went ahead and installed the input jack. Looks pretty awesome right there. So let me go ahead and get some Bondo and fill in all the gaps around the sides of the two layers, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, ugly face part 1 has been completed, and it looks pretty killer. Oh yeah. Sweet. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get back out the tracing paper, retrace my pattern on the front, and then figure it out in the back, and then start dremeling all the lines and bits. Got some domestic stuff I gotta go take care of today in a little while, so I'm not sure how much I'll get done before then, but afterward I'll definitely continue working on it. But looks pretty cool. Input jack. Alright, we'll see a little bit. I got my lines all carved out, or all traced back out. Alright, so I'm gonna get the Dremel tool and carve all the lines out, and we'll see when I get some progress done on that. See you in a little bit. Doing a quick progress report. Cleaned up my mess, getting ready to go head out to take care of my domestic stuff. I wanted to show you real quick. I did etch in, you got here in the light, etch in the little bits. It looks pretty cool, and I'll perfect it, of course. Perfect the lines, make them as straight as possible, and then when I do the wood grain filler, still got yet to do the back, but did sand all the sides and make all the sides perfect. So yeah, that is really cool. When that's going to be painted, that is just going to pop. That is such a cool guitar. Anyway, alright, hope everybody has a good weekend. I might do some more today on this today, but I might not. So alright, and we will see you soon. Alright, continuing work on the Smurfette guitar. I traced out the back, the reverse image. I think that's going to work pretty awesome. I'm going to make a back access panel plate. I'm going to use the thinner metal, and I've used a lid off of a smoked paprika. And I'm gonna make a oblong shaped, and I got my scroll saw, and I'm gonna cut that out, and then we're gonna countersink that. Then we're gonna go ahead and do the etching on the back as well, and any continuity bits on the side. And so when I get some progress done with this, I'll be right back. Alright, drew out my shape on my metal. Let me go ahead and cut it out, and I'll be right back. Alright, got my shape cut out perfectly, and I traced it on the body where it's gonna go. I'm gonna X-Acto blade it. I'm gonna get my Dremel tool out and countersink, then put some holes in either side end, countersink, bevel the holes, and then install it onto the body. And I'll see when I get all that done. See you in a little bit. Alright, successful installation of the back access panel plate. Alright, so now let me get the Dremel out and score all the rest of this, and we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, another quick update. Everything has been completed. Ugly face part 1, all the etchings. Of course, I'll try to perfect it as I go with the wood grain filler phase. And I got the pocket nice and dialed in for the neck. Alright, so we're good to go for the body. Next step is going to be to work on the frets, get all the fret work done, and then we'll do a full-on string test. But yeah, looks pretty killer. I think it's going to be awesome. I ordered the proper blue paint, Smurf blue. I think it was called, can't remember the name of the paint, but I compared it to the color of the skin of the Smurf, and it's fairly close. So that'll be coming in plenty of time. And I think we're going to go with the dark primer on this one, because I want the primer to soak into all these crevices so it shows up when it goes to the paint phase. But alright, hope everybody's having a great weekend, and I might work on the fretboard tonight and get that done, and you know, try to go as far as we can, because sun is set and it's starting to get toward, you know, it's going to start getting dark now. So got a lot done today on the Smurfette electric guitar build, and that looks cool. Yeah, the etching really turned out really sweet. That is just cool. Alright, and we will see you soon. Continue progress on the Smurfette. Alright, see you in a bit. Good morning, everybody. It's May 7, 2023, and it's time to continue work on the Smurfette electric guitar. As you can see, we're going to do some fret work today. Alright. So, first step is going to be always to address the fret ends with my fret end file and make them nice, round, and perfect. Then continue on with the fret work. Alright, let me see you when I get done with that. See you in a little bit. Alright, got all the fret ends nice and rounded and looking perfect with minimal tool marks, and they feel really good. Alright, I made sure that the fretboard, the neck was straight, so I'm going to go ahead and tape it off, and I'll see you in a sec. Alright, got all the frets taped off and marked. Now let me go ahead and get my leveling beam out. I got fresh 320 grit sandpaper, and let's get all the frets level, and then I'll go through with my rocker and check and make sure all my work is perfect, and I'll see you when I get that done. Alright, let's see what. Alright, got all the frets leveled. Now I'm going to go ahead and remark it, and then we're going to put a crown on it. As always, I use my Center Z file by StuMac, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, got all the frets leveled and crowned, and they look pretty good. You always try to get the same line in the center of the frets with minimal tool marks as always. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the sandpapers and round and polish the frets, starting with 800, 1000, 1200, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, 5000, 7000, all the way up to 10,000 grit sandpapers, and I'll go through all the process and make the fret brilliant and rounded back to the round shape. Just wanted to show you how they look prior to that step. Alright, so I'll see you in a little while. See you, and after I get that done in about an hour or so. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, it's been about an hour or so, and I've got the frets nice and rounded and polished, and they are looking brilliant and amazing as always. Hopefully this will focus. Alright, so let me go ahead and get my mess cleaned up here. As you can tell, this is kind of a dirty process. You get all the fret dust everywhere, but it's so worth it. Wow, that looks amazing. Look at that. Alright, so let me take the tape off, get everything cleaned up, and then I'll be right back. Looks pretty cool. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Alright, got everything cleaned up. Looks pretty awesome. Yeah. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, let me get the body back out here, and then we'll install the bridge, and we're getting ready to go ahead and get ready to do a string test on this awesome guitar. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got the body out. We'll go ahead and install the bridge. I got all my parts laid out, and it's going to be awesome. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got the bridge installed in the neck, looks pretty good. Alright, so let me get the tuning keys installed into the neck, and we'll be right back. Alright, got the tuning keys installed, looks pretty good. Alright, let me install the neck back to the body, and we'll see when I get that done. Alright, got the neck attached, looks pretty killer. Alright. Pretty sweet. Alright, let me put my two E strings on and see how all my measurements and see if everything lines up correctly. So we'll see. Okay, I got my two E strings on. It looks pretty centered. Right in the center there, so it looks pretty good. Alright, let me install the rest of the strings and I'll be right back. Alright, got all the strings on. It's looking pretty killer. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and install the string trees. I'm going to go with my favorites. Get them installed between the E and the B and the G and the D. And I'll be right back. See you in a little bit. Alright, got the string trees installed. Cool. Alright, so let me get it up to pitch and see where we are. Let me do a basic setup on it and we'll see in a little bit. Looks very cool. Smurfette. Alright, got the strings up to pitch. Just wanted to give you a quick sound demonstration. Turned out pretty cool. I haven't installed the strap buttons yet, but I just wanted to show you how resonant it turned out. I adjust the camera as always. But yeah, it turned out really cool. And see, it sits in your lap right there. Let me adjust the camera. And let me turn off the fan so you can hear it better. Alright. It's actually pretty resonant for such a small. As always, brand new strings, so they're gonna stretch a little bit, but and they got the ballpark intonation going. Awesome. Strings are stretching big time. The neck plays really good though. Welcome to a time. My hands are always dry when I do these sound tests because I don't want to put any kind of conditioner on there because I gotta do the logo. It's gonna be Smurfette in black here, white headstock on the front, and then my logo in black about there. So it's gonna be very cool. But yeah, turned out really killer. I gotta figure out the strap buttons, so we're gonna do that next. I have no idea where the strap button's gonna go. Probably like usual behind the neck plate. But I think here, I guess that'd probably be the only place really to put it. So we can get that going real quick while the strings stretch, and then I can do a full-on another sound demonstration in a day or so when everything settles to where it's gonna settle. The neck pocket seems very stable, and then considering that so much of the neck pocket is exposed, and it's basically just that, the back part of the wood that's containing all the strength for the bridge. But these bridges are really cool. I love these top load, especially this particular brand. I can't remember the name of the brand, but the screws that come with it are so solid. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration. It's really cool. Can't wait to put some paint on here because the paint's going to really bring it all together. But yeah, it sits right there. Let me figure out the strap button situation. And I'm always going to use the Dunlop strap buttons as usual. Anyway, alright, let's start working on that, and I'll be right back. Alright, turn back around. Alright, now as far as strap buttons location, as always, gonna go like right there, maybe go dead center, and then right in the back of the neck plate. I think those would be the best places. So let me go ahead and get that going, and as usual, we're using my traditional Dunlop locking strap buttons. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Put a cut right in the back of the neck plate, and then probably right center or just a hair above center on the back one. And I think it'll hang really well. All right, let's see you in a second. All right, got the strap buttons installed, and perfect. Zero neck dive in it. It goes right where you want it to. Wow, it fits good. It feels good too, and your arm feels very comfortable here. It's so cool. Alright, perfect. Look at that. That is so killer. And it fits right where it needs to fit. and there's nothing awkward about it. I mean, the input jack is going to be right there, so wow, surprised. It's the weirder shaped guitar that it turns out to be. I mean, it seems like it's, yeah, I think I've just been doing this a while and it's getting better, but wow, look at that. You see, I'm not really gentle with them. I try to put them through their paces so anything that's going to shift is going to shift. That way, when you get to the paint process, everything's already dialed in. Season 2. You can definitely access all the higher register notes. The fretwork turned out perfectly as always. So yeah, look at that. You can't make it neck dive. It just perfectly sets. So the strap button placement was actually perfect. So alright, so we'll let this set for a couple days and do any kind of tweaks, and then we're ready for the ugly phase part 2. Start putting some body filler and then start putting some primer, and then we can get some paint on here and bringing it to life. In the meantime, we got other stuff that I'm working on right now. 3 other projects. Caught this side of the frets. Can't believe how resonant it is. Use my favorite wood on this one. Alright. So this probably conclude progress for today and for a day or so on this guitar. It just looks so cool. I mean, Smurfette. Who didn't love the Smurfs growing up? I mean, born in the 70s, so 70, 80 was my, watching the cartoon every Saturday. Remember that? Channel 50 on UHF. Remember that? Does anybody out there remember the black and white TVs? Had one of them. I guess I'm older than I look, or older than I feel. Alright, and I hope everybody's having a good, what is today? Today's Sunday. Wow. End of the weekend. So, wow. That just turned out really cool. Just can't seem to put this one down either. This is another player. Oh man, I love it. Alright, we'll see you soon. Good morning. How's everybody doing on this fine morning in Central Florida? It's a little bit rainy outside, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to paint today. I was hoping to do some 2K clear coat on a couple projects, but that might not be the case. But I've got other projects to work on, and it's time to continue on the Smurfette electric guitar build. Guitar's had a couple days to sit, and everything is still holding true and strong and perfectly. So next step is going to be the ugly face part 2. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some wood filler. So first step is going to be to dismantle everything and then refine all the lines, and then we can get some wood grain filler on here and get one closer to the painting process. And I think I'm going to go with white primer on this one, just like I did on the tails. That way when I go to paint everything, it's going to have the white and the grooves, and I think it's going to be so cool. So alright, and then I'm contemplating, I was thinking about doing a white inlay with black border on the inlay, and then of course white on the front of the headstock with black logo, my logo. But I was contemplating like doing the Smurfette and the Smurfette font. There's a font I found online, and then doing it, instead of having just flat black like I normally do on the maple with the black dot markers, doing a white logo inlay with the border being black, so it'll match the black, and I think it'll turn out really cool. So alright, so let me work on this a little bit and we'll see a little bit. Alright, got everything disassembled, and it is time for the ugly face part 2, where we start to make this guitar look beautiful, have a finish. So we're gonna, as usual, I'm gonna mix up a fresh batch of the plastic wood all-purpose wood filler, all of that stuff. Got my tools, got my favorite fan brush, and we'll go ahead and start on the back and sides as per usual, and we'll see when I get some progress done. If you make a few layers, it's gonna look pretty awesome. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Good morning, everybody. It's May 12, 2023. Beautiful overcast day here in Central Florida, and it's time to continue work on the Smurfette guitar. Let me tell you something from earlier. 3 cans of 2K clear coat. We successfully, perfectly applied 2K over the double neck Strat on the Fritz electric guitar, the neck and the body, and the tails. We put a clear coat on that, so made a lot of progress today. It's about 9:30. We got done. We got started early this morning. All right, so let me show you. We wood grain filler phase, ugly face part 2, and then I took the back of and then got that dialed in. So I'm gonna make this. Gonna make it perfect. We got the sanding. Got my 320 bit. I got my 80 bit discs, and we go 600 grit, 180 grit, and my little palm sander. Of course, protection's always good. So let me go ahead and start working on this. I just wanted to show you how it looks prior to the sanding. This is total ugly phase part 2, and time to turn that into beautiful. And I think I'm going to go with both types of sand primer with my U-pull. I'm going to start with the black, so the black will get in the crevices, and then I'm going to glaze with some white, or I might just go with some white spray paint. So, and then of course for the hat, for the eye bits, but I think it'll make the other parts, the paint, you know, when you have layers of white underneath, it makes it pop. And the dress is white and the shoes are white, but it makes the other colors more vibrant. I mean, you can do lots of layers, but anyway, I digress. Let me get working on this, and I'll see you in a little bit. As a quick update, the ugly face part 2 has been completed, and it is looking awesome. It's been about 2 hours sanding it perfectly. Alright, we're ready to put it on a hanger and put some primer coats, but I wanted to show you how cool it looked prior to that step. It's pretty amazing. Oh yeah, love the transformation of this part. Alright, looks good. So let me put it on a hanger and then get a coat of primer on there. See in a little bit. Alright, it's on the hanger. Looking pretty good. I'm going to put some primer coats on there and we'll see a little bit. Alright, real quick, just got a can of base color or primer coats and it's looking pretty awesome. And then after a day or two I'll sand this really well and then we'll start applying some base colors. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Alright, hope everybody's having a good day. Just conclude progress on the Smurfette guitar for today. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Good afternoon, everybody. May 13th, 2023, and it's time to continue work on the Smurfette electric guitar. Okay, as you recall, last time around we did the base coats of primer on the body, and it looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and sand this really smooth and prep it for some paint. I might put some white paint on there, and but I might wait because usually when you sand the primer it kind of reactivates it and I don't want any kind of reactions. Let me go ahead and start sanding on it and we'll see what we got, because if I can get away with the white then I'll be able to apply some other colors. So alright, we'll see in a little bit. Alright, a quick update. I've got the primer coat sanded and it's looking pretty awesome, feeling pretty smooth, and it's a little cloudy and there's a itty bitty drop here and there, but I think I might go ahead and go for some paint colors, some base color paints on here. So let me show you how it looks prior to that step. Get over here in the sun, or not the sun but the clear. That looks pretty good. What I'll do is I'll probably put the hat, the dress, and the shoes. I'll concentrate on white paint, but I'll do white on the other bits too a little bit, because I'm going to paint over it anyway with the other colors, multiple layers, and I'll probably do the white multiple layers as well. But let's see if I can get some white on here. Yeah, mainly what I want to do is to see that little wet spot right there. I'm not sure if I should do this now. Itty bitty, but it's kind of cloudy. It probably wouldn't be a good idea. I should probably put it off till tomorrow. But I'll think about it. Let's see. Alright, we'll see in a little bit when I figure out what I'm gonna do. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool. It's turned out really amazing. Alright, we'll see in a bit. Good afternoon, everybody. Sunday, May 14th, 2023. Time to continue work on the Smurfette electric guitar. It's starting to cloud up. It was earlier, it was clear, but it doesn't seem that humid out here. So I went to Walmart and I got a fresh can of the white high gloss paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint the hat and the dress and the shoe bits, and we'll see in a little bit and try to get some other paints on there, but we'll see. Got a big old cloud moving in right there, but it doesn't really feel wet. All right, we'll see in a little bit. Alright, yeah, I decided probably not going to paint right now. I might take it in the garage and we could theoretically paint in the garage a little bit, but just with the clouds and everything like that, on safety side, and the sun is poking through a little bit, but just for safety's sake, I want this finish to be really nice, so I don't want any water bubbles under it or anything like that. So alright, so let's probably conclude progress, but I did get it sanded, so that looks pretty good. Alright, hope everybody's having a good weekend, and we will see you soon. Yeah. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, quick update. First layers of base color paints have been applied, and it's looking pretty killer. Of course, I'll have to do many more layers, but I just wanted to show you how it looks at the present. Very cool. Go here. Yeah. And when it gets the full layers, probably go as many layers as it takes. It'll look amazing. Alright, this will probably conclude progress today. The Smurfette electric guitar is turning out really cool. Yeah. Alright, hope everybody had a good Sunday, good Mother's Day, and we will see you soon. All right, see you then. All right, still May 17, 2023. Time to continue work on the Smurfette electric guitar. We're gonna do the same thing that we just did with the front of the headstock for the Marge Simpson. We're gonna do white on the front. So you go ahead and tape it off and put some paint on there, and we'll see you back. Alright, perfect application of the spray paint on the front of the headstock. It looks awesome. Yeah, it went flawless. Alright, so we'll let this cure for a day or two, and then we'll put Smurfette in white with black border on the frets, and then black logo. So, alright, and we will see you soon. Good afternoon, everybody. Still 20th of May, 2023. I've got the Cricut machine out, and I've got the neck for the Smurfette guitar. And it's time to continue work on the Smurfette guitar. And let's see if I can find what I've got planned. The logo a little bit is going to be a little bit different. Okay, here we go. Here's the logo that I came up with, Smurfette. No, I don't think this is the exact one. I think I spaced it out just a little bit. But, well, it's pretty close. But let me figure out where everything's at, and I'll go back. Come up with what I'm going to do. This is what the inlay is going to look like, but it's going to be in white. I'm going to spray paint it, or I'm going to paint it white first, and then once it's white on the neck, then I'm going to take a black outline and outline all the letters in black. So it'll be black and white. It'll look really cool. It'll match the headstock. And I've already cut the plastic for used the Cricut machine, and I already cut the vinyl for the white. And now I just have to slice and cut everything in, and I'll be back in a little bit. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got it all taped up how it needs to be. Let's see if I can get some reflections. Alright, Smurfette, pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to spray it in white. Fingers crossed it goes well. Alright, we'll see you on the other side of that. See you in a bit. Alright, successful installation or spraying application of the paint. And let me take off the tape very carefully, and fingers crossed we got a good result. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. A quick update. Excellent application of the fretboard inlay. It couldn't have turned out any better than that. And it was just amazing. And what I'll do is I'll let this dry for a few hours, and then I'll go back and put a very thin black border around all the letters and connect the E, the three prongs on both E's, and make it look really sweet. But yeah, that turned out really cool. And it's a gloss black, or the gloss white, so that's going to be awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and put a black logo in the usual spot, and we'll see when I get that done. But that is so cool. That turned out really killer. I think that's going to be a really cool overall effect, because Smurfette's girly, and that is really cool with the black, the black fret markers, and then the black and white inlay, and then the black logo. All right, let me get the logo up. All right, perfect application of the headstock logo and the fretboard inlay. So like I said, I'll let this settle for an hour or two to let that white paint flash off. And then we'll put a 2K clear coat over the headstock, of course, like always. But then we'll do the black border. But I'm gonna let that set. So all right, so we'll let this cure. I want to see it in a little bit. It looks pretty cool. Alright, see you then. Alright, I'm back. I've given it a good amount of time to dry. I got a fresh batch of black paint. I've got my super fine tip paintbrush. And I got my high magnification glasses and my regular reading glasses. And I'm going to go ahead and apply a border and link all the letters together. And I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, another quick update. Successfully application of the inlay with the black border. That looks amazing. That turned out really cool. I haven't done one like that, so this is new ground. But wow, that does look cool with the maple neck with the white and black inlay with the black dots. That's cool. And then it's got black side dot markers, of course. But yeah, it looks really killer. Smurfette. Alright, and the body has been completed as far as all the base color coats of paint. The colors all the colors have been completed perfectly. Let me show you how that turned out. Like this with my hand, I think I can. Yeah, and that's perfect. I got everything dialed in perfectly. Yeah, that looks amazing. All right, and next day or so, we'll go ahead and put some 2K clear coat, and it'll make everything flat and uniform, and it'll look really, have a really high gloss finish. And then I'm actually going to put some 2K clear coat over the Smurfette on the fretboard, the inlay, and then the whole headstock. And I'll build up several layers, of course, so it'll make it all uniform and flush and flat and look just beautiful gloss and everything. So, all right. So we are good to go. 2K clear coat is the next step. And I did do the back cover plate as well. White, and that'll look really cool. So I'll put some 2K clear coat over the top of that as well. So, all right, so this is, we're ready for 2K clear coat. And still waiting on the double neck Strat on the Fritz electric guitar to dry. And I'm going to do a dry wiring run on that one, to where I'm going to wire it, all the components outside of the guitar, just to make sure everything works exactly how I want it to. Because once you feed it through and everything like that, it's kind of tricky. But I want to make sure that all the wiring, but I'll get into that on another video. But okay, so I hope everybody's having a great weekend, and we will see you soon. Smurfette electric guitar is getting closer. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, just a quick update on the Smurfette electric guitar. I've been working on the base coats. Put several layers. We're about close. I think probably got one more, couple coats more on the gold or the yellow, the hair tone. But yeah, it's looking pretty killer. That is just amazing. I love it. That is just looking really killer. Hey, Marge. But yeah. And then after we get all the base color paints, work on the neck, of course. Front headstock's going to be white with the black Raglan logo on the front. And then we'll let this dry for probably about 4 or 5 days, 3-4 days. We'll see how it goes. And then we'll be ready for some 2K clear coat. Ordered another 6 cans. A case of the Spray Max 2K clear coat should be here tomorrow. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Looks pretty awesome. Yeah, I love those colors. Those colors just really make it come to life. And with the 2K clear coat, it'll be super, super gloss, and it'll be all consistent color. So, but yeah. All right. Hope everybody's having a good night. It's Tuesday, so middle of the week, nearing hump day. Smurfette electric guitar is getting there. And see the continuity bits by the neck joint with the blue flesh tone and the color of the hair. So, very cool. All right, and we will see you soon on this one. Can't wait to see how it sounds with that really hot dual rail single coil pickup. It's going to be amazing. All right, and we'll see you soon. You can almost hear her voice. You ever watched the Smurfs when you were younger? All right. All right, still the 22nd of May, 2023. And a really quick update on the Smurfette electric guitar build. Earlier today I completed the 2K clear coat, and I put a layer over the Smurfette white inlay, and it looks pretty killer. Pretty awesome. And completed work on the body as well. 2K clear coat. Let's see. Get this off the rack there. And get some reflections. There we go. It looks awesome. Look at that. Wow. That is beautiful. And as always, we'll wait a day or two. And then we're ready for assembly on this guitar as well. Yeah, the light in here is a little limited, but you can still see how very cool that the 2K clear coat made everything just beautiful. Alright. And we'll see you shortly to assemble this very cool guitar. Alright, I'll see you soon. Good morning, everybody. It is May 25th, 2023. And as you can probably guess, it is time to assemble a Smurfette electric guitar. And as per tradition, I wanted to show you in here how good the 2K clear coat turned out. So we always get some good reflections. Yeah, looks awesome. This is going to be one killer guitar. Very cool. And there's so many other possibilities in the Smurf realm. There's different Smurfs, of course, Azrael, Gargamel, all those good things. So to show you how good it looks prior to building it. Very cool. Very unique, very awesome shape. I so have fun. I really do have so much fun making these cartoon-shaped guitars, as you can tell. All right, so first step, as per usual, is to install a ground wire for the bridge and fish it through to pedometer, and we'll see you when I get that done. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, start with the ground wire for the bridge, pull through the pedometer on the other side. So let's go ahead and reinstall the bridge, and I'll see you when I get that done. Alright, perfect installation of the bridge. Went pretty smooth, no problems. That's always a good thing. Alright, next step is going to be to install the pickup, or to put the pickup through. Going with the same pickup. The dual rail pickup. It's a pretty awesome pickup. So let me go ahead and fish the wire through and get it set, and we'll see when I get that done. Very cool though. Alright, successful installation of the pickup, and it looks pretty cool, I gotta say. Alright, so now let me get out the input jack and get that sorted, and I'll be right back. See you in a little bit. Alright, got the input jack installed and the wires pulled through. Alright, and this time around again we're going to go with the coil split pedometer. So let me go ahead and pre-wire. Like always, I always like to do this first. Pre-wire my pedometer. Alright, we'll see when I get that done. See you in a bit. Alright, got my coil split pedometer pre-wired. As you can see, what I like to do. Alright, so let me go ahead and get everything ready, and we're going to go ahead and wire up this guitar. We'll see in a little bit. Alright, got everything perfectly wired together. Alright, so let me go ahead and push the pedometer through, get that installed, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, got the pedometer installed, all the wires tucked in neatly. Alright, let me flip it over and we're ready for a full-on sound test. See you in a sec. Alright, ready to do a full-on sound test. Whew. Yeah. Alright, let's give it a whirl. Got my lead. Let's go ahead and plug it in. Hopefully I can do this one-handed, which I can. Sweet. As per usual, start with the volume all the way down. Shouldn't get anything. Nothing. Alright, let's go with the volume up, fingers crossed. Alright. I'll use a different thing. Alright. And let's split the coil in the up position, so it should just be the front coil and not the back. No back. Front. No back. Perfect. Turn the volume all the way down. Nothing. Good. Volume all the way up. Coil is split. Just the front, not the back. Alright, engage both the coil. Alright, we are finally successfully wired. So let me go ahead and turn it over and put the back cover plate on and the knob, and I'll see you in a sec. And then we'll hang it on the rack and then get ready to work with the get everything put together on the neck. Alright, I'll see you in a sec. Alright, successful installation of the back access panel plate. And I want to show you what the knob looks pretty cool. Alright, we're going to go put this back on the hanger, and then we're going to get the neck out and start working on that. But yeah, pardon on my fingerprints, I'll get it all cleaned up. But there we go. Looks pretty cool. Smurfette. Yeah. Alright, we'll see. Got the neck hanging back up, and I've got, or the body hanging back up, and just to recap, I got the 2K clear coat over the front of the headstock and the inlay, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and install the string trays and the tuning keys, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, successful installation of the tuning keys and string trays. Looks pretty awesome. As per tradition, set the neck on this side. Let's go ahead and get the body out, and then we'll get these two together. We'll see you in a little bit. Alright, got the body off the hanger. Very cool. We got the neck. Alright, let's get these two together and see what happens. Fingers crossed everything goes very smooth. I don't foresee any problems. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, successfully joined the neck to the body. It was pretty smooth. No problems at all. I tell you, this never gets old. That just looks so cool. I never get tired of doing this. I love making guitars. That is so cool. Alright, so next step is going to be to install my two E strings. And I've got my good set that, you know, my first sound test. You know, I'm feeling like, yeah, that's splurge. Let's go with a brand new set. So let me install my two E strings and see how we are and get it lined up perfectly, and we'll see in a little bit. Got my two E strings on and everything looks dead center. Looks pretty cool. Alright, let me install the rest of the strings and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, I went ahead and installed the strap buttons real quick, and then I've got all the strings installed. So now let me go ahead and get everything up to pitch and see how we did, and we'll see in a little bit when I start getting that done. Alright, looks very cool though. And doggy's taking a nap. Here, we'll see in a little bit. Alright, got all the strings on, got the nut slots cut perfectly. I got it completely in tune and intonated, and it's time to do a full-on sound demonstration. Wow, that sounds amazing! Look at it. Brand new strings, so they might stretch a little bit, but guys, pardon me, I need new picks again. Wow. Oh man, that sounds... I think this pickup is at 12.3 k ohms, and let me do the coil split. Full humbucker. tuned. Pickup sounds amazing. Alright, just wanted to give you a quick sound demonstration on the Smurfette electric guitar. Of course, I'll let this set for a couple days and then get everything completely dialed in, but it turned out really killer. Oh, I forgot to show you how it hangs on the strap, but I showed you that earlier when I did the first sound test when it wasn't painted or anything. My initial sound test. Just want to show you where it hangs real quick. But yeah, this is a really cool strumming guitar. And just the camera. And see, it doesn't have any kind of neck dive whatsoever. So, and it's a very, very unique, very cool. Pretty resonant. Not even plugged in. Yeah, but really cool. That's where it kind of sets on the hanger, right on the strap. But anyway, all right. And that'll pretty much look forward to the I'll do the full up close, extreme up close and personal video on this guitar, and I'll do the full photo shoot. But yeah, Smurfette electric guitar is pretty much complete. Like I said, in a day or two I'll go back and fine-tune, you know, make sure the neck is still straight, do any kind of intonation adjustment, and see, I'm getting really good at the bridge. There's plenty of room for intonation, so pretty awesome. It's completely awesome. Pretty awesome, completely awesome. So I hope everybody's having a good center of the week, and the Smurfette electric guitar is finished. Very cool. Yeah. All right, and we will see you soon. This weekend we'll be assembling the double neck Strat on the Fritz electric guitar, and that's going to be a pretty awesome, that double neck guitar that I'm working on. And we're going to be starting on the Homer Simpson bass, which I've got a lot of the parts, still waiting on the neck. Ordered two bass necks, so I'm going to be doing two basses. Haven't figured out what the second bass is going to be, but definitely the first one's going to be the Homer Simpson bass. And I don't know if you're aware, but I played bass in a band for 10 years. I was in a band called Blunt 17 a while back, and the bass player, we couldn't find the bass player quit, and we couldn't find a bass player, and it was getting kind of stagnant, and I'm like, I can play bass, why not? And I was already pretty much singing everything in the band too. Yeah, I was lead singer of a band for a while, believe it or not. My voice is nowhere near in practice now. When you don't use it, you lose it, that's for sure. Practice makes perfect. But yeah, so I play bass quite a bit, and I do miss playing bass. So it's gonna be cool. I do have several basses in the back room over there, but it'd be cool to. I have to remember how to play a lot of the songs, but anyway, long winded, but we'll see you soon. All right, we'll see you in a little bit.